It's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and And that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lets it fly. And they're not on the same page there.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here at the big house. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. And it's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pulls it in. It's Klein. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle.
Oh, out of space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. There's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Simpson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush.
Turning on the Jets. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolverines are marching down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The short hands, it's McCulley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout. in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, better look out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll... drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Got room to work. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the tight end. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll close the gap to 14. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And how about that play? Even short return. They're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Looking for more room. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the run, it's Haynes. And the Wolverines get enough for the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
To throw, it's Keene. Moving out of the pocket. Snares it outside, it's Klein.
Well, give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Gets the first himself. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. And his throw is incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll run the screen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Wolverines come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. 4th down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to pass. It's Keene. Throws toward the end zone. He makes a grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.